Hello, one and all. Welcome back to round 9 of the BVTCC. I'm your host, the Bad Gamer, aka John. This is round 9. We're at Silverstone, and we are just a short delay from qualifying, so we can have a take a look at some of the standings so far. So, championship standings are, as you can see, it is very, very close. All the way down to Stephen Gascoigne, it's roughly about 60 points between the lot of them. So quite a few people are going to lose quite a few from the championship fight tonight. team standings, Craven Racing have been pipped by MKR. And it's very close. I think it's going to be a very close one, this. In the Indy standings, we've still got Stevie G up there in Miami Racing. Just Untrue Sim Racing is in P2. And Jack Sears Trophy, it is Patrick, who has pretty much got that absolutely wrapped up in the bag. There's nobody that can, no one that can challenge him now. So that's our Jack Sears champion, Patrick. I was going to have a go at his last name then, but no, I don't think I will. So we are just waiting for qualifying to get underway, and then we will do some stuff. As you all know, we're at Silverstone. We all know the schedule by now. It is qualifying for race 1. Race 2 is the results of race 1. And race 3 is the 6 to 12 reverse grid. Yeah, that's it. I mean, for now, it is dry. Looking at the weather forecast, we are predicted rain at Silverstone. As I said, we've got quite a few drivers fighting for the championship tonight. We're going to lose probably 3 or 4 of them in total tonight, I think. I think we need to check the weather, really, don't we? Let's have a look at the weather report, see what the weather report says for Silverstone. There's the weather. Let's have a look. So we have. Ooh. There's a small chance of rain tonight. Nothing that could potentially get people out onto wets. So yet again, we're not really going to have a wet race. Surely this is the 3rd season we cannot have another dry race. I mean, I know we've had spatters of rain in some, but I mean, on the weather radar, it definitely looks like it's coming over. Yeah, well, there might be a bit of rain on the way. Not a lot, but we'll see. At the moment, Simon Trebek is the pace setter at the moment. Only in pole position, though. Only in practice. Radio. I think we're still in practice. We could be in qualifying. I don't know. This is practice still. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just me, the cars look really shiny. So I think we might be almost ready to go to qualifying. Oh dear me, my little Among Us character has just fell off. Oh, my mic's now dropping. What the heck? Oh my lord, everything's falling apart. And we are off for qualifying. So, looks nice and sunny there at the moment, but that'll soon change in a minute. Simon, instantly one of the first ones out. No, he's not. He's like the fourth one. As they're all queuing up at the pit exit. Trying to get out before the rain comes, I would say. All getting out. Patrick first in the queue. It's Archie in the second there as well. So, we are going to bring up our little qualifying box like so. Oh, look at Simon Trebek. What a surprise. So, prediction of the evening. I reckon Simon is probably going to be the best shout here. I believe. I think he is ballast free. Um. So as the times start rolling in, let's have a look who's at the top at the moment. It is Simon Trebek with a 58.4. He's the pace sitter at the moment. Oh, that's a little bit wide there. Is Eugene back again? Hopefully, we're not just going to see Simon all night, you know. Looks like he ran wide, so this lap isn't going to count. No, Mike Cooper puts himself. Oh no, I was going to say Mike Cooper puts himself into P2, but Stephen Gascoigne just pipped him there. So it's Simon, Steve, Mikey, Patrick, Archie, and Eugene. Where is our defending champion? Here he is in the BMW. And he goes up to P4. Goes Carl Benton. Purple sector 1 though. Push in. Chris Dish behind him there, trying to get a toe. Got a lot of weight on him, Chris. Well, not as much as he usually would have. The green sector 4, Carl Benton, personal best. Sector 2. Comes across the line. Chris Dish darts into the pits there. And it is a... Whoa! 58.443. That is ever so close there. We got 58.443, 58.490.
Roadhouse.
Thank you for the posture check. Thank you for the redeem. of the biddies. Mikey Cooper here, still in P4. Can't really do much. He's back. And he's got weight. It's his own fault. And we just slipped to RGRD in there. I don't know what was happening then. Mikey Cooper, purple first sector. Down in sector 2. That'll be the weight that's causing him that problem there. Oh, and he gets it all kinds of wrong entering the corner. Just because he's down in sector 2 doesn't mean he's not going to improve on his time. Comes across the line. Is he going to improve? Oh, he does indeed, and he just leapfrogs Stevie G there. Puts himself into P3. Chris Ish, personal best sector 1, down in sector 2. Oh, not sure what happened to Simon then. I think he might have had a disconnect or something. Stephen Gascoigne, purple sector 1. Slightly down in sector 2 though. Still might leapfrog Mikey though, back for third. .58.5. Ish just not really be able to get a lot out of that car. We're back with Steve, who's yet again purple sector 1. Pushing again. Seems the Beamer needs at least 2 laps to get up to temperature and start moving. George Davis, purple 1, purple 2. Steve down in sector 2. George Davis puts himself top of the table. Benton demoted to P2 now. Trebek is P3. Benton has just lost. And Stephen Gascoigne puts his Beamer on pole position. Remember though, guys, in the next race at Brands Hatch, no vehicle will have ballast. It'll be completely ballast free, so you know, those that have got ballast now, they just need to try and score well to stay up there. And it's Archie Jardine, purple middle sector. Archie P9, Steve purple middle sector again. Is he improving again? No, I don't think he did. Patrick puts himself into P2. Eugene P7. Chris Ish is tumbling down the table. Steve again, purple sector 1. He's getting a good toe here off Chris Cobbett. Is Chris going to peel off and let him carry on? Steve's down in sector 2. And he's peeled off into the pit, Steve, there. He backed out of that race, that lap. So currently, with 8.5 minutes to go, Stephen Gascoigne sits in pole position with Patrick P2. These two are fighting for the Independent Championship, so, you know, it's... oh, and Simon Trebek has just pipped them all and gone pole. So let me start that again. Trebek is pole, Gascoigne is P2, Patrick is P3, George Davis is 4th, Mikey Cooper is 5th. He's moved up above Carl there. Carl Benton is 6th, Eugene is 7th, 8th is Chris Ish, 9th is Archie Jardine, rounding out your top 10 is Chris Cobbett, 11th is James Gardner, 12th is Alan Smith, 13th is Matthew Williams, and that weight is really hurting his car. Lawrence Green is 14th, Nathan is 15th, 16th and 17th are still in the pits and not set time yet. So, Mike Cooper Green, Sector 1. James Gardner has just put himself up into P3. What a lap from him. Chris Ish moves himself back up in front of Eugene. Archie puts himself up into P5 here. We're having a lot of people in front who are not usually up the top of the tables. And we're doing it. Still Simon, Steve, and James. Top 3. There's George Davis that is leading that pack for championship at the moment. Highest contender at the moment is George Davis. Well, no, Stevie G is the highest contender, but he's an out there contender. He's still a contender. Not a lot of change at the moment. There's a lot of people out on track now, so it's going to be quite tough to find yourself some clean air. Nothing seems to be improving. Nobody's going quicker. That's the evolution of... what are you doing? I just drifted off then. I don't know what I was doing. And we're getting on. Oh, and Stephen Gascoigne really improving. He's up in sector 2 though, not by much, but he's up first of it. Just seems to have settled down a little bit. James Gardner with personal best for second there. He's back in the pits though. 2.5 minutes to go, and it's still Simon Trebek in 1, Stephen Gascoigne in 2, James Gardner is P3. Mikey Cooper there is up to P4, I can see. So he is now one of the highest contenders. Ooh. Still no change up the top there with the top 3, top 4. Eugene going well there, still in the top 10. One and a half minutes to go. Can anyone Archie Jardine has put himself pole position. With a 58.10. Back purple middle sector. Not enough to take pole position. They'll all get one more crack at the whip. Not Stephen Gascoigne though, that's him done. That's him in the pits. Trebek's in the pits as well. Gardner. Green sector 1 for himself there. Patrick's in the pits. His day's done. George Davis is in the pits. His day is done also. He is down in sector 2. James Gardner. Mikey's in the pits. Carl Benton's in the pits. Eugene's in the pits. Chris is in the pits. Can James improve? And no, he can't. This is Matthew Williams. Not so much of him today at the moment in qualifying. Alan Smith, P13. That is it for qualifying. The last person out on track is Matthew, but he is absolutely finished. James Gardner won't get any more laps done there. He's done and dusted. So, with that all said and done, session results are like this. Archie Jardine takes his maiden pole position in the BVTCC, followed by Simon Trebek in P2. Stephen Gascoigne is P3. P4 is James Gardner. P5 is Mike Cooper. Patrick is 6th. George Davis is 7th, with Carl Benton 8th. 9th is Chris Ish. And Eugene rounds out the top 10. I will have a 5-minute break. Let everyone get a pee break or whatever they need. And we will be back very, very soon. So, interesting qualifying. Let's pick a few things out of that one, don't we? Archie, very, very good qualifying there by Archie. James Gardner, excellent qualification. Excellent qualification by him. Championship contenders. Steve is the highest placed at the moment with Mike Cooper, then George Davis, Carl Benton, Chris Ish. Matthew Williams all the way down in P12. Just another quick reminder, guys. But don't remember we do have unfortunately the the Porsche Cup is now fully signed up for, but we do have Support Series 2, which is an F2 mini series, which takes you around the world. We've got Australia, Istanbul, Kailami. Oh god, I can't remember the rest of them. But yeah, gonna be full race with pit stops. Get signing up, man. See you there. Mm. Simon Trebek getting a bit yellow, bit sideways. That's because I looked up and saw the
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Oh, we are getting ready to queue up for round 26, I believe. No, 25. $22 laps of Silverstone. So as to get away on the formation lap, we are going to get away underway and start telling you who is where and what is doing what. So, on pole position, we have Archie Jardine. Simon Trebek is P2 with Stephen Gascoigne P3. James Garner's 4th, Michael Cooper's 5th, Patrick is 6th, and George Davis is 7th. 8th is Carl Benton, 9th is Chris Ish, and rounding out top 10 is Eugene. Chris Cobbett is 11th with Matthew Williams 12th, Archie Jardine is 13th, 14th is Lawrence Green, and 15th is William Martin. 16th is Stuart Bartley, and that is your roundup starting grid. You go, it's a short one this one, so we're going to quickly round it, quickly starting. I am a little confused as to why it's not raining. It should be. The lineup. Wait, clangers. They're off, and that's a great start. I can see at the back there from Patrick, who tries to pull out and get in front of a few people, but it just seems like Archie has just held off, but Simon Trebek has got the inside line, and that's going to help him. Excellent there, and it seems that Michael Cooper is up into P3. George Davis is P4. Where is Steve Gascoigne? How come Stephen G's all the way down to 13? Not sure what happened then. quite a lot of them late on the go. Late there. Seems we've not sure what happened there. It seems that quite, Carl Benton is dead plumb last now. Stephen G is 13th. No idea what happened. We'll have to catch up with the drivers after and just see what happened there. But, geez, I've no idea. There we go. That is. And we've got Gascoigne and Bartley in the pit. Gardner's in the pit as well. I wonder if that was a false start by Stephen Gascoigne. Potentially a false start. He's definitely in there for too long, but he's. We've got Stuart Barley in the pit too. I'm not sure what happened there. That's too long to be a stop-go penalty, that. Trebek out in the lead, and it is Trebek who is leading by a country mile at the moment. Cooper, P4. Oh, and that's William Martin in the background there, just off the track. Not sure what's happened there to William Martin as well, but there'll be a yellow flag wave there in that around Luffield. George Davis versus Mikey Cooper. 0.3 between the pair of them. Trebek now 2.8 seconds in the lead. No, there's not a lot of rain at Silverstone at the moment, according to the forecast. We have a yellow in sector 2. I wonder if that's potentially still going to be William Martin. Patrick versus Chris Ish. Oh, and here's a gaggle here. Look, Patrick and Chris having a look at Mikey Cooper. On board with Patrick as he is looking at the back of that Honda Civic, which potentially is not going to be in next year's touring cars. Oh, Chris Ish gets up the inside of Patrick, bumping and grinding. Backs off and lets him carry on though. What we like to see. Not sure what happened to Stephen Gascoigne. We'll have to find out after the race. Trebek is leading by a country mile. And William Martin's car is still there. Not in such a dangerous position that it needs a safety car to get it removed, though. Now Archie is full under defence here from George Davis. Making that Hyundai so big. Currently after 6 laps, it's Trebek in the lead, 5 seconds in the lead. Jardine is P2, Cooper is P3, Davis is P4, Patrick is 5, Ish is 6, Williams is up to 7, Cobbett is 8, Eugene is 9th, 10th is Green, 11th is Smith, Benton is 12th, Gascoigne, Bartley and Martin all a couple of laps down, so the fight is here at the moment. Cooper trying to get through, and Cooper's he's done Davis as well now, so okay. Oh, and Patrick almost gets into the back of the Honda of Davis, gets it very, very sideways there. He's got to be careful because he's got Ish right on the back end of him. Mikey Cooper, tight line through Luffield. Gets up the inside. They go through Woodcut. Both on the hybrid here. They made their way to Cops. One of them's got to give. Who's going to give? None of them. Side by side through Cops. Down to Maggots. Oh, and Mikey Cooper just gets his nose in front. And Archie lives to fight another day. And there's Stephen Gascoigne, just trying to unlap himself, I think. Archie is now under fire from Patrick. On board with Patrick. Staring at the back of that Hyundai again. Oh, that's rain spots on Ish's car. It is proper hammering it down now. Are they going to start diving into the pits and getting some wet? Or is that what Steve Gascoigne did? I wonder if he dived in, knew that the rain was coming, dived in to get the wets. There's 12 laps to go. Somebody else in the pits there. Who was that in the pits? That's Jardine in the pits. He's taking a big gamble here to get in the pits. I reckon he's changing tyres, you know. And that's somebody else I can see. And we got Lawrence Green in the pits too. I think you might find that Jardine... Oh my God, it's absolutely hammering it down. I reckon Steve has pulled the ultimate here, you know. I reckon he's put wets on. The only way to find out, though, is to bring up... Actually, we can have a look what tyres we can't. Let's have a look what tyres Steve's on. Gascoigne's on softs. Okay, that's... And that's Davis diving into the pits now. And that's somebody else in the pits as well behind him. That is Patrick. Doesn't look that bad though. Oh, it's absolute hammer it down round by Maggots and Beckett though. Lap 11. Benton is just tiptoeing the puddle. Oh, and he's got it all slightly kind of wrong there. They're going to have to pit sooner or later for wets. Archie Jardine in the background there. He should be at least on. He should be on wets. He says he's on mediums, but I don't think he's completed the lap yet. You got a yellow in sector 3. Somebody else in the pits. Gascoigne again in the pits. We've lost Jardine. That's a DNF for Jardine. Unfortunately, oh, what a shame. He was doing so well. Well, we've got Davis, Patrick, and Green all on wet tyres. You can't really see it. Colour's not. I don't know why it's not showing up. But they are definitely on wets. Smith now into the pits. Benton still just skipping about. Oh, and he's off again. Pops. They're all slowing down. It's just tiptoeing around now. They should have pitted. There's 12 laps. Bartley's in the pits again. It's 10 laps to go. It's Trebek, Cooper, Williams, Ish, and Cobbett in top 5. Chris having a stonking race here in the top 5. Cooper's in the pits now. Williams is in the pits too. Trebek, he's going to try and ride it out, you know. Ish is up into P2. Cobbett is P3. It is very, very wet. Eugene still out as well. He's up into P4. Benton, he's still skipping around in his BMW. It's very, very slow, but he's still skipping. Oh, Mikey Cooper's got a penalty. That'll be for probably speeding in the pit lane. And there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people still on slick tyres here. The rain doesn't actually look like it's coming down anymore, to be honest, but oh, bit of door banging going on between, that is Patrick and Smith. Cooper in the pits again. That'll be for his penalty. Wonder if it was a drive-through or a stop-go. It's a drive-through. Hopefully he takes the drive-through. He doesn't get a second penalty. Comes back out. Oh, Stuart Bartley. I thought it was Jardine's car in the background. It's not. It's Stuart Bartley. They all look bloody similar to me. At the moment, it's Simon Trebek still in P1. Chris Ish is P2. Cobbett is P3. And Eugene is up into P4. And these are the ones that have got slick tyres on still. So, look at the spray off the back of the cars. And that's Cobbett catching up with Ish. Stephen G, he's a wet runner. Oh, and somebody nearly goes into the back of car. That looks like George Davis just completely missed the braking point here. But this is Cobbett having to go at Ish. P2. These guys are on slick still. Cooper driving angry now. Into P8. Or is that Davis? I think that might be Davis. No, that's Davis. P6. Benton survives another lap. There he is, look, Benton, the last of the slick runners. Davis gets it up the inside. He's in the pits. I wonder why Davis is going into the pits. Oh, and Benton's got it all kinds of wrong. Let me check that. Eugene is actually catching up with there goes Cooper past his teammate, back up to P6. Williams, the front runner of the wets. I think Benton is just literally just trying to tippy toe and make his way to the end. All these guys on slick tires, they've got to tip my hat to them. They're holding it off. I mean, Simon, we've not even seen Simon the entire race. He's that far ahead. He's just, he's just taking his time. That's the gap to. He's got an 18-second gap. He can drive as slowly as he wants, to be honest. At the moment, 17 laps in, it's Trebek, Ish, and Cobbett, your top three. Eugene and Williams round out the top five. Williams is the first front runner on the slick tyres, on the wet tyres, sorry. Cooper, Benton, Smith, Patrick, Davis in the pits. Green in the pit. No, Green is out, actually. I'm not quite sure what's happening with Davis. He's in the pits for something. Stephen Gascoigne, 2 laps down, but the rain has eased off now. It's still very wet, so it's definitely a wet. Oh, Benton's sideways again. People have just forgot how to race in the wet. I'll tell you what, it's drying out very, very quickly. It's still quite wet there at Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, Patrick locking up. Matthew Williams here. He's literally catching Eugene, who in turn is only 2 seconds from Cobbett. Williams has got Eugene. He's got him. So he's definitely going to be looking like he's on for a podium here. Mike Cooper, P6. He'll be the next one that comes along. And that's Eugene. And that's Eugene out the way. Eugene knows he can't fight that. He's on slicks. He's not even going to attempt to. And that's Cobbett. He's off as well. Williams is... Oh, was that Please tell me that wasn't a bad rejoin. It did look like there was contact between Cobbett and Cooper. We are on to lap 20 of 22. Trebek, huge lead. Williams is now catching up with Ish. And Cooper is catching the same. These are the wet tire runners now. Look how much more grip they've got through the corners. Ish is going to fight it. Look how much more grip Matthew's got in that Focus with the wet tires. Look at that. Just drives on by. All the way around the outside at Duffield. Cooper's right there as well. Look at that. The slick tyres are just absolutely not working anymore. And that's 2 places in less than 2 corners that Chris Ish has lost. I don't think they're going to catch Trebek, to be honest. He is much too far in the lead. He's 19.5 seconds up away now. That's practically a lap around Silverstone National. They've managed to get that car of William Martin's out the way now. Tucked away somewhere safely. This is Williams and Cooper. Oh, look how much closer he's getting. You can read that. That's where I need to stick my Twitch number in it. Right there on the back of people's cars. Oh, and Mikey's got a really good run out of Luffield as they make their way to Cops. I think he's got him completely, but without the camera moving from there. Oh no, Mikey's Matthew's trying to stick it out. Cooper's got the edge there. And that's Cooper up into P2. This is the final lap. There is your leader, Simon Trebek. He is literally just got a couple of corners to go now. Just round Luffield. Eugene's in the pits. I don't know what Eugene's in the pits for. Might have a drive-through. And this is your race 1 winner, Simon Trebek. Held it out the entirety of the race on slicks. Trebek wins. Cooper P2. Potentially. Yep, it's Cooper P2. Matthew Williams P3. Ish will come home in P4. Fifth is Cobbett. Alan Smith will be P6. Patrick P7. Well, I don't know what happened at the start of that race. I think we really need to have a look at that. That's definitely one to note down for the stewards. But, that is... Jeez. Session results here are as follows. It is Simon Trebek, your winner, Mikey Cooper P2, and Matthew Williams P3, Chris Ish is P4, Chris Cobbett great P5, Alan Smith is 6th, Patrick is 7th, 8th is George Davis, 9th is Lawrence Green, and rounding out your top 10 is Carl Benton. 11th goes the way of Eugene. 12th is Stephen Gascoigne. 13th is Stuart Bartley, Archie William, and James Gardner, all DNF. However, we will have a look at what potentially happened after the race at the start of that first race. Yeah, that's going to shake up the tables a little bit, considering nobody's going to have weight next round. Not completely sure. Mikey got in the you got to drive through for speeding in the pits. That has been confirmed. However, coming back from there to P2, sorry, not a bad going there. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a short recess and get the grid set for race 2. So please bear with us, guys. We shall be very, very soon. So I'm back. Yes, me. I am back. We are just waiting for a few minutes for everyone to get a quick pee break. Then we will get underway for race 2. Oh my lord. So it looks like we've got a few people already gridding up here. I would have personally been one of those that probably waited. Oh, you want to see what's going on, don't you, you guys? Yeah, so let's get rid of this indie standings. There we go. So yeah, a few people gridding up already. I would have literally waited until I know that the what the weather's going to be like. Exactly like Mike Cooper here and Simon Trebek. Always leave it to the last minute because you never know what the weather's going to be like. I think we might have just had the last of the rain. Hopefully Simon gets in and gets there. So as I get underway on the formation lap, we are going to get away and get the starting order ready. We're going to have a look at the starting order, and this is the starting order for race 2. It's Simon Trebek on pole position, and he is joined by Mike Cooper. Matthew Williams is P3, and Chris Ish is P4. P5 is Chris Cobbett, and he is joined by Alan Smith of CY Racing in 6th. Patrick is 7th, and George Davis is 8th. 9th is Lawrence Green, 10th is Carl Benson, 11th is Eugene, and he is joined by Stephen Gascoigne in P12. P13 is Stuart Bartley, and he is joined by fellow Hyundai driver Archie Jardine. William Martin is 15th, and James Gardner is 16th. There we have it. That is 16 at the moment. 16 at the moment. That is all we've got at the moment on the grid is 16 drivers. So we are going to get rid of the starting order. We're going to put the timing up. And we are going to get away very, very soon as they all come round and line up. Why is the timing not working? There it is. Hopefully we have a second dry race. There's the klaxons. Who's going to get away best? Mike Cooper makes a good start, but so does Simon Trebek. We're going to just stay far back. There we go. Now we can see everyone. But it's Simon Trebek who gets the good start. Michael trying to get under the undercut. Matthew Williams is away in P3, and Chris Ish is still P4. Cobbett is holding on to P5. They all file their way down now. That's Archie Jardine. Peeling the door open on Eugene, who's inside for Luffield. Archie Jardine gets through, puts himself up into P9. Chris Cobbett has just dropped down to P6 after losing a position there to Patrick. Matthew Williams still holding off on that P3. He's oh, bit of a lag spike there. We are on board with Stephen Gascoigne, who's having a look at Eugene, who runs a little wide, but he's going to have the inside for Luffield. And that's Benton in the rear end of Allen. Up the inside of Archie goes Benton to make their way to Cox. This is on board with Benton. This is his view. Oh, they make contact, which is going to push Archie wide. Don't overtake. Good lad. Oh, and that is Stuart Bartley, I believe, into the back of Eugene. Archie Jardine lining up for a go at Allen here. Smith. And it's, look at this. Couldn't get any closer. It's Ford, Toyota Ford. No raindrops as yet on the cars, which is a good sign. Ish. Oh, Matthew Williams keeping it very defensive. That's going to give Patrick a look. Don't overtake Patrick. Don't overtake Patrick. Don't overtake Patrick. No. Okay. Patrick's not going to return that play. That was... into the back end of... Oh, Stephen Gascoigne late on the brakes there. I'm not sure he actually did anything. What was he doing? think Patrick might have got the message there because he's dropped back behind Matthew and Simon. Chris, sorry. Just saves penalties coming out, doesn't it? You know, so saves people making a penalty. You get the position back, then that's the best thing to do, in my opinion. Sort it out on track rather than in the stewards. Oh, he's got a great run here on Matthew. Coppice. That's fine. That's fine. That's Benton. And Trebek has just literally left the building, I think. Look at this. Matthew, left, right, trying to get around, and he's going to late brake. Oh, and he's got it all wrong. Patrick had to take avoiding action, but they managed to get through there, side by side. And now Benton, he's all over the back of Williams. Oh, do you know what I'm missing? I'll tell you what I'm missing. I'll tell you exactly what I'm missing, if I can find it. And that is... I'm missing... Tower. Why did nobody tell me? There we go. That is the positions at the moment. Trebek, Cooper and Patrick. Benton is P4, Williams is P5, Ish is just P6 at the moment, but I think, and that's Patrick running wide. Beckett, and we're on board with Patrick now. I think he might have Benton up the inside of him. No, but this is William Martin having to go at Lawrence Green. James Gardner getting through on William Martin as well. Cobbett goes side by side with Stephen Gascoigne through Potts. Benton is right on the back of Patrick now. This is the battle here. Look, it's Steve, Cobbett, it's Smith and Goikin all fighting for that one position. Archie Jardine is also having a look at Matthew Williams now. He just seems to be travelling backwards. So does Chris Ish. He takes a bit of a tug in the back end from Davis. Bit of a tug in the back end. And that's Gascoigne fending off Cobbett around Luffield. Smith and Davis, mate, of course, side by side. And that's Archie Jardine, Hyundai, and a Ford sandwich. On board with Jardine, Matthew. Looks like he's playing on a controller here. He's just jerking left and Archie gets it up there, and look at that. Stephen Gascoigne makes a move on Chris Ish at the same time, but he's also going to tuck up on the inside and probably get Archie Jardine as well. Not quite. Jardine shuts the door on him. As long as he follows Matthew Williams here, he'll get Archie Jardine on Coppice. Cops. Archie backed out there. Where's Stephen Gascoigne? I think he might be next to him. He is indeed. And side by side as they come into Maggots and Beckett's. Steve's going to have another position here. And that's another position for Stephen Gascoigne. He was having a great second race. Bit of a scrappy race at the moment between these lot here. But looks like Archie is going to have the inside as they make their way down to Brooklands. No, Stephen Gascoigne pulls out and has a go at Matthew Williams. What a manoeuvre. 2 places in 1 lap. And looks like Chris Ish is going to follow him up the inside as well. And that's Stephen Gascoigne up to P5. And now he's off on the hunt as he makes his way through Woodcut. Down to Cox. He's going to be, there's 10 laps to go, so he has got plenty of time to catch up with Benton, Patrick, and potentially Cooper. And that's Jardine. Oh, he's going to try and squeeze his way in there. He backs out of it. Wise decision. We've got Chris Cobbett in the pits. Matthew Williams down another spot. Archie's got him this time. Look at Steve. He's stretching away. He's keeping his championship hopes alive with this one. Oh, and Smith up the inside of Williams. Just he's just with the amount of weight he's got on there, it's just not great. And that is Davis up the inside of Smith. It's going to be the outside, really, a cup. But and they make contact. Maybe friends, but not on track. Look at this, Eugene now on the back of Davis. 4P10. Archie Jardine having a good old look at Stephen Gascoigne. Not Stephen Gascoigne, sorry, Chris Ish. And William Martin still having a go at Lawrence. He's trying his best to get past him. Tries for the undercut as they go round Beckett. Back to Archie Jardine now, trying to get past Ish. They throw that collar around. Cobbett's out of the pits now. But, he's 2 laps down. So far, Stuart Bartley is holding on for that last reverse grid position. He's all on his own though. The next car back is Gardner. I believe he is 10 seconds down the road. Gascoigne just not making any headroad on that little pack in front, and that's Williams having a look at, or is that Smith having a look at Williams? It's probably Smith having a look at Williams, but he's going to have him this time around Brooklands, as he's going to have the inside and they make contact, pushes him wide a little bit. That's a bit of door banging, and that allows George Davis through as well. And that, Williams and Davis lean on each other a little bit. And Eugene is literally just sitting there waiting for something to happen. But this is the battle at the moment. This is for P8, P9. No, P8, sorry. And here comes Eugene now. He's up the inside as they make their way to Brooklands. He's going to have this corner quite easily, but if Matthew can hang it around the outside, he will have the inside at Luffield. But he's just going backwards and backwards. And look, Stuart Bartley now, straight up there. This is how they are literally tripping each other up. 16 in the books. Is Trebek still leading? Cooper is 4 seconds down the road. Benton is P3 now. And this is Eugene trying to hang it around the outside at Coppers. Coppers. Stuart Bartley now having a look at Eugene as they make their way to Maggots. Thinks better of it there. That is one of the better overtaking spots. But this, here we go now, it's Patrick and Benton for P3. Oh, and Smith gets into the back of George. But he allows him to get that position back. And as I said, sort it out on track, guys. You know, it saves us stewards sorting it out for you. Smith has lost a place for that, though. He is now down to 10th. Williams move up to 9th. But that Cooper is mighty quick. Look at the exit speed he gets through Cop. Matthew trying to make him not. And they make contact slowly, but he's backed off. Again, as I keep saying, guys, sort it out on track, you know. Fucking lineup music. You know what, I'm just not going to put that on anymore. I'm just going to leave it. And this, Smith up the inside of Williams, who was defending from Eugene, but oof, bit of door bashing, see, something like that, not a problem. Trebek still leading. I mean, it looks like Cooper is starting to put a bit of a charge on now. $18 laps in the book. Look at this. It's Eugene going up the inside. Oh, they make contact, and that allows Bartley to get up on Gascoigne. He's probably going to have Matthew Williams as well. He's going to late break. He's got them both as he enters the Beckett. Takes a tap from Williams to force him a little bit wide on the exit of Beckett. Williams up the inside of Guykin, who's trying to get up the inside of Smith. Eugene should have the inside for Luffield, though. He does indeed. He's got the correct racing line here. Leaning on each other as they exit. Oh, Matthew nearly goes into the gravel. Flash of the lights. Matthew was not happy about that. Lap 19 of 22, and it's Trebek still leading. Cooper's took half a second out of the lap at the time, but I don't think he's not got enough laps to finish to get there. And now Eugene. Oh, Stuart Bartley runs a little wide. She should get back on that VR. Archie Jardine here. He is behind Chris Ish.
Don't bullshit me.
Thanks for follow, man. Appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. And this is the battle for P11, and it is Bartley and Williams. Eugene has got himself up into P10. He's had a cracking 2 races for his return, and now he's following for the back of Smith, and we're on board with Eugene now, who's got a great run on Smith as they make their way to Maggots. I think he's got him. Smith's going to try and hang it, but I think Eugene's got a much better run out the corner. And Eugene's got him. Eugene up to P9. Told you he's having a much better race. Well, that Honda is just look at that. He's gone. Cooper now is practically a complete second off the leader, but it's just not enough. The only way he's going to win now is if Trebek, and I fear the God in me for saying this, if Trebek has a big incident. Stephen. So, 21 laps. It's Trebek, Cooper, Benton, your top three. Patrick and Gascoigne round out the top five. Ish is sixth, Jordan is seventh, Davis is eighth, Eugene is ninth, Smith is the top 10. Again, still Bartley in that top 12 position for the reverse grid. And this is Smith and Eugene again having some absolute ding-dongs of a battle. I think secretly Eugene has been practicing offline, which is why he disappeared. And this here is... Who is this? This is Gardner and Green. William Martin, sorry, and Green, who have been fighting the entire race for that 14th and 15th spot. But this is your race. There is Mikey Cooper. He's managed to pull it back a little bit. I'm wondering if Trebek just dropped back a little bit. But there we go. Your winner of race. Right. Bloody hell. Race 2. Let me put my teeth in. Here's Simon Trebek. That's 2 for 2. Simon Trebek. Winner. Simon Trebek. Cooper P2. And Benton P3. Patrick P4. And top 5 is Stephen Gascoigne. Flashy, flashy from Patrick. Flashy, flashy from Archie. Good, good. And look at that. Did you see that? Eugene, 9th. Trebek was untouchable, MT race. Even in the wet. He was in the wet and slicked, and he was still untouchable. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's take a look at the results here, shall we? And your winner of round race 2 is Simon Trebek with Mikey Cooper P2 and Carl Benton team 3 P3. Pat is P4, Stephen Gascoigne P5, Precision P6, Archie is 7th, George Davis is 8th, Eugene is 9th, round out your top 10 is Alan Smith. 11th goes the way of Matthew Williams, 12th Stuart Bartley, James Gardner is 13th, 14th is Lawrence Green with William Martin with 15th, and the only DNF is Chris Cobbett. No, Chris Cobbett didn't DNF, he just finished a couple of laps behind. So, all drivers finishing. And we know what that means now, don't we? We are going to do... What are we doing? We're doing this. We're doing... Spinny wheel of destiny. I don't know if you can see that. Sort this out so you can see it. There we go. So, clicking on that, we're going to go spin the wheel, and obviously it has 6 to 12 on it. And this will decide who starts on pole position for race. I don't bloody believe it. I do not believe it. It's Eugene. Eugene has got pole position for race 3. Wow. So Eugene has pole position for race 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go very quiet for a moment while I do the grid up. And what we're going to do then... Oh, sorry. Talking over an ad break. So, here we go. I'm going to put myself on mute. And I'll catch you guys in a few minutes while I just do the grid. So that is me back. Grid is all set. We will just wait for the course clerk to start the race. So not long until race 3 gets underway. Okay, we are almost ready to go. I'm going to get the jack's ears out of the way. There you go. That's the sound you wanted to hear. So this is the final race of the evening. This is how it stands at the moment. Just having a look. At the moment, this championship is on tied with Chris and Simon. Mikey is 1 point behind. Matthew Williams is 238 and Alan is 237. So it's still all to play for. No one is literally out of the title race yet. You know, there's still 78 points still on the table. And that's when we go to brands, because we've obviously got the 25 for the win each, plus a lap lead point, plus a pole position point, plus the fastest lap point. So, you know, there's all still to play for. So as long as anyone is within 20, 30 points, it's still to play for. So I'm going to get this sound out of the way. I'm glad it's the rain has passed over now. Waiting for the last few people to roll upon the grid. Then we can get this race free underway. There we go. As they get underway, I'm going to try this lineup music once more. And I am going to set the grid. I'm going to start the order. And this is how the starting order is. Race 3. Eugene, who has pole position, and is joined by George Davis in P2. Archie Gardain is P3. Chris is P4. P5 is Steve Gaston. 6 is Patrick. 7th is Carl Benton. 8 is Michael Cooper, teammate, joining sharing the row. Simon Trebek is P9 with Alan Smith P10. Matthew Williams is 11. Stuart Barley is P12. 13th is with James Gardner. 14th is Lawrence Green. 15th is Martin. Chris Cobbett rounding out the top. Rounding out the 6th. Due to his technical issue earlier in 2. So I remembered the lineup at that time. So here is Eugene on pole position again. He had this last season where he just kept getting reverse grid pole positions. We are now to the park beyond. Far enough there's James Gardner, Lawrence Green, and there is Chris Cobbett just slotting in at the back. We'll wait to see the green flag from the man on the gantry. There's the green flag. Oh no, Eugene got a jump start. Oh my god, I believe he got a jump start, or he got one hell of a bloody start. But I think that might be a jump start for Eugene. Look at, he's away with the fairies there. He must have got a jump start. I'll be surprised if he did not. But Eugene is away at the moment in the lead. It is George Davis P2 and Archie Jardine is P3. There goes P4 as Chris Ish. Let's get the board up, shall we, so we can see what's happening. Because I really do think it looked like he had a jump. It looked like he went way before the grid actually went. But he's got 3 laps to have it in there, so he can cause some upset before he goes and dives in and takes his penalty. From what I can see, he's not coming in now, or is he? Yeah, he's in the pits. He did get a drive-through penalty. Oh man, that's bad luck. So it looks like Archie Jardine has inherited the lead here because he's overtaken Davis, who's got Ish all over the back of him now. Trebek is now just sitting behind. I'm losing the plot. What am I doing? Archie Jardine is your leader at the moment with Davis P2 and Ish is P3, Patrick P4. Here is Simon Trebek. I was going to call him Stuart Trebek. Whoa! Matthew Williams gets into and turns around Stephen Gascoigne. Not completely sure what happened there, but that is... Oh, and Stephen Gascoigne's got a DNF. William Martin here. Is this William Martin? Yes, it is. And that's Cobbett having a look at Trebek. Trebek having a look back at Cobbett now as they make their way to Maggots and Beckett's. He'll probably make this one stick quite easy. There you go, he's through straight away already. All he's got to do is stay out of trouble, keep points going, stay close to Ish as he can. And we've got Stuart Bartley in the pits as well. Now, George Davis all over the back of Archie Jardine for the lead here. He needs this really to keep his championship titles alive. But Bartley's got a penalty. That means he was speeding in the pits. Back up the front with these pair, and it's George Davis who is trying everything to have a look past he can get through on Archie Jardine. They make their way to Maggots and Beckett's. Archie is making that car extremely wide, and Ish up the inside of Patrick, and Cooper is going up the inside of Ish, and they're free abreast as they come down the Wellington Straight. Look at this. Patrick can't even get his nose in anywhere. Oh, Ish gets the back end all kind of wrong there, but he manages to keep just in front of Cooper, but I think Cooper might have had him as they come through Luffield. We are on board with Davis, and no, we're no longer on board with Davis. Ish still in front, and this is Patrick staring at the back of Cooper. Bartley, who is a lap behind, and Davis on the outside of Brooklyn. Oh, and Archie managed to just get his nose in front and keep the door shut before he got to Luffield. Archie still out in front, and I can see Patrick has managed to get past Mikey 4P4. Now we got Trebek up the back end of Cooper. No, he's up the back end of Patrick. And this could be for P4. He's got to try and get in front of Ish. Patrick going for it. Patrick's through on Ish. Ish knows he shouldn't be fighting. All he's got to do is bag points. But here they are, the main three title contenders together. Trebek, Cooper and Smith. Ooh, wiggly Hyundai. Cooper, no, sorry. Davis on the hybrid as they make their way down to Brooklands. All he's got to do is make sure he's on the outside for Brooklands. And I can see that Trebek has got past Ish, but that swings the title to Trebek's way. There is Trebek going up the inside of Luffield. That puts the title decision in the way of Simon Trebek at the moment. And this is George Davies on the outside of... Oh God, where are we? Cops. Davies just cannot find a way past Archie. Trebek is on the move. He is making his way towards Patrick. I think he's just less than half a second behind Patrick now. We should be able to see him in the background. There's the contenders. And it looks like Trebek has already got the move done for Patrick. It's just pretty much a done deal now. Davis just cannot get up the inside of Archie. And that's Trebek up to P3 now. That's even that swings more into his way for the championship lead. Running very wide goes Alan Smith there. Back up to the lead as it is George Davis. Sorry, I don't know why I thought his name wasn't George then. But he's still looking to try and get past, and it looks like Patrick is he's not close enough to even contemplate having a go at Trebek. But Smith gets all kinds of wide. He's lost the place to Cobbett. Puts Cobbett up into P7. George gets an awesome run as they make their way down to Maggott and Beckett. This is going to be the move for the lead now. No, he just backs out of it a little bit, and that is Eugene making a move on, who is that? Lawrence Green, who makes contact with him. And it's once again, William Martin and Lawrence Green back together again. There they are. There's the pair of them. We talk about them. These two love having a little battle with each other at the back here. Lap 10 in the book, and it is still Archie Jardine out in the lead. I've lost my mouse. George, is he going to make a move up the inside of... No, he just can't get it done. He thinks about it. Tries to force the door open. Says, oh, that little tap has probably given him the opportunity as they come out of Beckett down the Wellington Straight. He might be enough now to have a go. And he's in front. George Davis takes the lead. Surely it's a bit too... It might be too late now because I can literally see... Oh, and Archie Jardine repays the favour of a little bit of a punt in the back there as they come round Luffield. Trying to unsettle the car. And look at that. Simon Trebek is on the back of these. Archie Jardine not happy with that. And Trebek, literally, he is flying at the moment. I think he's already got... No, he hasn't quite got Archie. But look at the gap he's dropped everyone. But he's brought Patrick with him. Oh, Archie gets it wrong. Out, Beckett. And that allows Trebek up the inside. As they come down Wellington Straight, they're going to be side by side as they make their way to Brooklands. Oh, what is going on here? Trebek is in the lead. Oh my lord, only looked down a minute and the lead had changed. Oh, Archie Jardine has gone backwards and he's now P4. Davis is P2. Trebek in the lead now. This is going to put him way out in front. I can see Mikey Cooper having a look at Chris Ish. And Archie is having a go back at Patrick. He dives up the inside. Can't make that move stick. Trying to get the undercut as gone through Lovefields. Seems to have settled down a little bit at the front now. They all seem to be a bit of a gap now. Trebek, Davis, Patrick and Jardine. Ish rounds out your top 5. Just as we have got Ish now being attacked by Cooper. Cooper's got a base, a mirror full of Cobbett. Cooper don't make the move, Cobbett is going to try. Oh, look how tight you get that. And I think Cooper might be up the inside of Ish here. This is going to drop him down even further down the championship lead-ins. He is up the inside as they make their way to top. And that is that's Carl Benton through on Cobbett. Bloody hell, I'll get my words right in a minute. Patrick having a little look down the inside of Davis there for P2. But it's pretty much guaranteed that Patrick is now your Jack Sears champion this season. First season we run Jack Sears and Patrick is your winner. In the background it's still Ish Cooper Benton. Here is Patrick. Oh, and he gets a cracking run on the exit of Fox there, all the way down to Maggot. That's P2 for Patrick. Davis is going to try and fight it around the outside through Beckett. It's a job done in the books for Patrick, P2. In fact, there's a good chance that Patrick has now taken the independent lead. And Benton up the inside of Ish. Knock it. Oh, Mikey Cooper gets fired out. What happened then to Mikey Cooper? I got a feeling there was a tiny bit of contact with him and Ish, and just fired him off into the barrier. These two now, Ish and Benton, are actually catching up with Jardine. There's 17 laps in the books, 22 laps total. It's Trebek, your leader, Patrick P2, Davis P3, and Jardine is P4. P5 is Carl Benton. Five laps to go. Patrick 3.5 seconds back on, and this is this is Cobbett having a look at Chris Ish. They have contact as they come through Cop. And that's Cooper on William Martin. We're up into 11th. And this is Cobbett. Again, Cobbett having another go at Ish. He's on the outside of Brooklands, but he's going to be on the inside of... Oh, and he just couldn't get it stopped in time there. Remember, guys, if you're looking at any discounts or anything, check my links below. All my affiliates are there. Some good discounts on some sim racing gear, Crossmaster stuff, Sim Labs, ETC, Apex Sim Racing, ACE, all that one. Check it out. Ish is being hounded by Cobbett. Lap 19 in the books. Trebek still your leader. Davis is just holding out for P3. Archie is looking like he's going to have another go at him. Cobbett still having a look at Ish. Jardine trying to force the issue here with Davis, trying to get him a bit wide out of Lovefields. I think. Oh, and he's on the outside. Flicks back to the inside. Cop. Ooh, little tap on the rear end, trying to settle the car. Take Archie. Good lad. So that's compromised him and Benton up the inside of him. Straight and then you can see the BMW on the inside, lower right. Just the front end there. All Archie's got, and Cobbett is having a look at Ish on the inside. He's gone defensive. Benton breaks out of that one, but Cobbett has got Ish. That's another position down for Cobbett, but Ish, sorry. And up the inside, Benton, he's going to get two of them. Oh my God, and that's Archie firing off Davis. Now Ish is having a look at Cobbett again as he's trying to fight to get past Jardine. Cobbett looks like he's going to send it. Thinks better of it. Archie runs a little wide there. Looks like Cobbett has got that place, but he's also going to lose a space to Ish as well. I think I can see some raindrops. And there is your race leader and winner, Race 3 for 3 is Trebek. Been a while coming for him, but he has managed to. He's been unlucky in some races, but your race winner of race 3 of is Simon Trebek. P2 is Patrick. And Benton, P3. Davis comes home in P8. 9 is Williams. And your top 10 is Eugene. Wow. Okay, so Simon Trebek taking 3 for 3. He joins one of the few drivers to actually ever do that here at the BVTCC. Not every driver gets the chance to take 3 for 3. Simon Trebek has indeed done that. Now we're going to have a look at the results. So these are your results for race 3. We have Trebek, who wins outright. Patrick, P2, P3. Chris Quebec, Chris Kish, Alan Smith, 7th, Gordon Davis, 8th, 9th, William. So that is the end of race 3. Sorry, that caught my eye. That. So thank you very much. Oh, I went all brummy then, didn't I? I'd just like to say thanks, guys. Don't forget, if any of you are looking to do any more racing, we are starting to do some new stuff in the new season, in the new year. One of them is the British Virtual Formula 2 Championship. It's only a mini series, 5 rounds around the world. Follow the F1 calendar kind of with the 5 races. We're going to do the full F2 laps. All information is on the Discord. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. I completely and utterly appreciate everybody watching, all my followers, anyone that follows, anyone that watches. Just like to say thanks, guys. A good evening, good night, and it's goodbye.